Hello.
That works. Okay, we're starting out laughing.
Yes.
Marcy, I thought it would be a great idea to. Oh, I actually should have taken my shirt off. Oh, you God.
It's all right. We're actually cold.
It's cold.
It's cold
on.
in Florida, if you can
The disappearing
imagine.
Jack. This one's much more
Yeah, it was
professional.
like the past couple of days have been freezing, and we actually have the heat on in the office, which is kind of nutty.
Okay, so now they don't
All right,
see
now-
me with
now
my
we're
sweater. So we wanted to make a video on why we can close a commercial loan in 10 days or less.
Right.
First of all, Marcy,
Yes.
I'm guessing about 80 to 90% of our loans close a week to 2 weeks. Is that correct?
100%.
Yeah, they close boom, boom, boom.
But let's tell them why we can
Okay.
get them closed so fast.
Tell them why.
Because we do everything in-house and we're a direct lender. And we also waive our appraisals because we have a staff here that does evaluations for us, and we move along. So the only thing that we need to order from a third party is title work. And as soon as we get title in, we can get the loan closed.
A couple things.
Sure.
You're 100% right.
Mhm.
A lot of our loans, it's the reality. It doesn't sound nice, but it's the reality. They go to another lender, someone drops the
Yeah.
ball, or the other lender pulls the funding. So a lot of them have title already.
And which is true, because that's really what's been going on out in the streets, is that there's a lot of lenders that they're closing a loan, believe it or not, and then they're not funding it.
Yep.
So we've been seeing a lot of those deals that come to us like with a sense of full package.
So I want to start at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
I want to talk about, when someone you're right. When a mortgage broker or a borrower calls Gelt or emails Gelt, first of all, they're always going to speak to a decision maker.
Correct.
So, we're not a huge company. There's 12 people in the office. So you're always going to speak to someone who can make a decision. And on the very first call or email, Marcy or Michael or Noah or myself or Ross or whatever is going to be able to tell you the loan amount, tell you the term, price it out, list all the fees. We usually,
Which is in sense is so important, because we don't have like what we call loan. Most lenders have a loan committee. We're the loan committee. So it's just that you get instant gratification.
It's really hard.
No, but you get your answer. You don't have to wait. You know where we stand with the situation right away. So, and don't get me wrong, I mean, exactly what Jack was saying is that we don't say yes all the time on each deal, but we obviously do say yes a lot on the deals. We've been doing a lot of business.
and because we can talk to them about the terms.
Right.
If there's a negotiation, there was one the other day, I forget, we quoted it for 24 months, they want 36 or 48,
Right.
so we're back and forth. Or there was another one that went around, I forget what our minimum interest was, there was always a
Right, which we get feedback.
We're flexible.
Right, we get feedback from the borrowers, and if we can work with them, of course we do. So, there's nothing set in stone. We'll modify if we need to get the deal
So
done.
right up front, they're going to speak to someone, they're going to get an idea of the general terms and conditions.
Mhm.
Within usually an hour or so, you're going to get a term sheet in
Right.
writing. The borrower can electronically sign it if they want, and
Mhm.
everything is there. Every fee to the penny is there. Boom, 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 boom. Again, if there's any questions, they get back. Then when we get the term sheet back, that's when we have a team, Marcy, Janelle, a whole team that works with processing the deal and getting it to closing. And that's where you really lead.
Yeah,
So talk
that's-
to them once we get a signed term sheet.
Sure, once we get a signed term sheet, we go full force. We order everything that needs to be done, we ask for, everything we need from the borrower, we order updated insurance, we order title work, or if you have everything already, we just get everything updated with our mortgagee clause on it. We then engage an attorney to prepare the package, because we do lend in so many different states that every state has different conditions and laws. So we have an attorney prepare the package. And then, whatever title agent the borrower picks, they close the loan. If there's a remote notary needed, there's a remote notary scheduled, and that's as fast as the process goes. Again, we always ask our borrowers, and I can't emphasize this enough in every single solitary video that I do, please tell us the whole story up front.
I was just thinking that. You
Yeah.
know what I was going to tell them? We don't close every loan, and it's the
But
reality.
the reason is because the borrower or the broker, they don't tell us the whole story.
We had one, can I talk? I don't want to go into
Sure.
detail.
No, don't give details, but you can
But
give a
it was
general
a
sense.
mixed-use property in a major city
Mhm.
It happened to be a city where I was born,
Yeah.
city of brotherly love. I won't go any more into details. We spoke to the borrower. The borrower told us he owned the business and operated the business on the first floor. And there were, I think, 4 or 5 apartments that were rented out.
Right.
Well, it turns out there were only 2 rented, and
3 being renovated.
It would have been nice to know that up front.
Yeah.
And he sold the business and
Didn't tell us.
didn't tell us. And when we called him and we found out, we said, why didn't you tell us that? He said, you didn't ask us. So.
Oh, you forgot, and then there was also like a quick in and out bankruptcy.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell us about the bank. Yeah, I forgot to tell us about the bank. So it's important for you mortgage brokers, and we made a bunch of videos on this. We should probably be doing more.
And I constantly bring it up in the videos.
Yes.
I can't help it. I feel like I'm a broken record, but
now the truth is, in that case, all of those things are fine, but it's nice to know it up front.
Right.
We're not a bank lender. You're paying higher rates than banks with us. We understand risk. We're willing to take risk, but it's important for mortgage brokers and borrowers. Deal goes smoothly when they tell us
the whole picture.
Yeah. Another example of a deal, and again, I'm not going to mention name. The guy tells us he has, all this money in the bank, and he's so strong financially. And we asked him for bank statements just to see, because the property had a negative cash flow. Wouldn't send any bank statements. And then when he sent them, there was no money in the bank. And again,
which in a sense, like when we say we're a non-bank lender and we do things without tax returns and stuff like that, but we can see cash flow and bank statements.
We don't want to own the property.
Right.
And we want to set people up to succeed, not fail.
Right.
So the bottom line is, we can close a loan quick. 90% of our deals closing in a week to 2 weeks, something like that.
Most of the time we're ready to close, and could be a hang up with the seller or the borrower or traveling, but we're ready.
But make sure you tell us everything up front. You disclose everything about the dirty stuff. The good stuff you don't have to tell us up front.
Yeah, but we want to know the whole story.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
So the bottom line is, we're making our own decisions.
Right.
You're always going to deal with a decision maker here. Mm-hmm. We don't outsource anything. The processing's done in-house, the underwriting's done in-house, the funding, the loan servicing, everything's done within these 4 walls. All the decision making.
And we keep our loans, so you're always going to deal with us until you pay us off. So, which is nice, because life, you plan things, but sometimes life doesn't go exactly as we want, and we're always here to listen and come up with a strategy to make it work for everyone. So
I think we did pretty good.
Yeah.
Time to end it?
Yeah. Happy holidays.
Happy
New
holidays.
Year.
Remember, when I got to sell, I always forget this. Make sure you like our YouTube, subscribe to the channel so you get more of these crazy things. Leave comments. We answer the comments all the time. Check us out at geltfinancial.com. And remember, when your bank says no, we say yes. Have a great day.